Hey, what's going on? This is Muriel from the Sunshine Family. I am a Costa Rica expat, and in my today's video I'm gonna share some reasons why myself as a Costa Rica expat a couple of times per year really need to be in San Jose. Probably you need to do that as well, and why and where to go and what to pay attention to when you're staying in San Jose and where especially you best can stay. I'm gonna touch on everything in this video. Now I do live in a different area in Costa Rica, so I'm also gonna touch on why I do not live in San Jose and in this particular part where that I will be revealing, and what I love most about it. Basically some impressions from a Costa Rica expat to you. Perhaps you want to be a Costa Rica expat yourself, or you're just thinking about coming to Costa Rica. You're not sure yet if you want to live here. Well, I hope that my video will help you. And if you wonder why are you making videos, I had never met you before, welcome to my channel. You can subscribe, but here's more information about myself so you get more impressions about what I do. So welcome back while I'm drinking my early morning coffee here from beautiful, nice, tranquilo balcony in San Jose. First of all, you probably wonder, what are you doing there? Because I'm not used to seeing you in a place like this. Well, let me show you a little bit of where I am. So I love to book my accommodation on Airbnb, depending on the amount of people. This is perfect for 2 people. It is downtown Santa Ana, close to everything I need to be. It's safe, it has guards, it has a pool, it has a gym, and it has a lot of living, working people there. It means it's really quiet at daytime. It has guarded parking. Basically, it's more safe than staying downtown in San Jose, is what I have been told by other expats. And I love it. It's everything we need. And I am with my daughter, and I'll tell you in a little bit why, staying in an Airbnb because she will be flying to another country, to the Netherlands, to visit the family, to meet her friends, to just do stuff, enjoy summer vacation there. And from there she's going to travel more. She became 18, and well, as you might know, I do live, or otherwise I'm gonna explain, I don't live in this area. I live in the area of the peninsula de Nicoya, close to Montezuma and Santa Teresa, and that is over the road if you need to bring stuff, if you want to drive by car. Over the road it is more or less a day travel, because you have to take the ferry, and this is just what it takes. Now there's also opportunities to fly with small airplanes, domestic flights, but because it's rainy season it's not always 100% reliable, because when there will be a heavy storm or heavy rain, those flights change in times, and you can expect a call because your flight has changed into another day, to another time. So why I go to San Jose by transportation over the road is because then I can more rely on that I really end up in San Jose at the moment that I need to be there. Now, if you are thinking about living in Costa Rica, perhaps you already do, but you're not sure, if you have found the right location. Why do I live in that area especially? Well, really, if I am sitting here right now, the first 2 days staying in this type of Airbnbs, super clean compound, there's guards, there's cleaning ladies, it's city life. You have balconies, you don't have big gardens, but still it's amazing. You see the mountains surrounding. I do prefer, I literally seriously had nightmares dreaming about that I was living in an apartment like this. I lived in apartments like this in the Netherlands. My last apartment that I left for leaving to be living as expat in Costa Rica was a ground apartment with a little front yard and a little backyard. But still, we have 3 dogs. We have bought 5.5 acres of mango tree land. So that means that we have a lot of space. And I wasn't born and raised in a home like that. But now, since I lived there for 3.5 years, I think I could not downsize in space like this. Because I was just thinking, where would my dogs go when I would live here? So as a Costa Rica expat, I definitely made up my mind that I prefer living at the countryside in the very hot area of Santa Teresa, Montezuma, Cabuya, the peninsula, the Nicoya, and that I just benefit from being able to fly to San Jose if I need to do stuff there. And why I'm here right now, except for my daughter, I will tell you in a bit. So you can just form, your imagination on how it can be looking like as a Costa Rica expat when you're not living in San Jose, and that it's not that you're never gonna come to San Jose if you live somewhere else. Everyone I know who lives outside of San Jose once in a while stays a couple of days in San Jose to do specific stuff. Now, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so I noticed that everyone who lives in my area, sometimes you want to meet up, it's like, no, I cannot, I'm in San Jose. What are they doing here? Well, first of all, let me just explain, as a Costa Rica expat, what I'm doing here right now, except for my daughter. So my daughter goes flying to the Netherlands. Of course, as a mom, I'm going to bring her to the airport, and I don't want to all rush and do it on one day because she has a night flight. She flies around midnight, so it's impossible to just bring her to the airport and drive home because I need a ferry. There's no ferries, and I don't want to drive all around. It's a lot of hours longer. So what do we do here? We combine it often with other stuff. So where do I stay? In San Jose, I do not stay in downtown because I don't like it. I love to stay. I love this area. Santa Ana is my preferable area to stay if I am in San Jose. Why? Because everything I need is close by. What do I need when I'm in San Jose? Well, I need an automercado. That is like a supermarket where they have amazing cappuccino and where they sell stuff that I buy here that is far more cheaper than where I live in Santa Teresa. Why? Well, as a Costa Rica expat, you will find out if you check out different areas that closer to San Jose, if you run errands, it's more cheaper here and it's more expensive there because trucks need to drive longer pieces over the roads to get stuff delivered, and the roads are pretty bad where I live. So I am here for that, but not just to run errands and to get stuff and to stock up some things that are like more than 2 times cheaper here. So I'm not talking about just a little bit, it's huge, the difference. But the benefits are so much bigger for me to live back there. So, I take it for granted. Not sure if you would do the same. I know plenty of people who live in Santa Ana because I'm staying in Santa Ana. That's a part of San Jose. And I like it here because it's more quiet. There is nice homes here that you can rent on Airbnb. Like this, it feels like I'm living here because I'm surrounded by, this is not a hotel, I'm surrounded by apartments with a lot of, and obviously most people work at the daytime. Well, do I work at daytime? I work whenever I want. So For me, it's super quiet. No one is home. I'm making some videos. Yesterday I did a coaching call from the living room space here with one of my students. And for those who missed my previous video, I'm an online coach. I have a life coach program, business program, and some other things that I teach to people on how to build their businesses online the way that I have done. So it's perfect for me to do a couple of hours work and then just close my laptop and do my other stuff. So what do I do here besides running errands? I'm making this video and chat away with my coffee. Well, I went to the dentist. I really do my dental work here. I have my checkups back where I live in my small town, but when I really need to replace fillings or have bigger stuff to do, which is not really likely, but my husband had needed a crown, my daughter needed to pull out her wisdom teeth a year ago, we always go here and we find a nice Airbnb and combine everything. So there is this amazing malls in Escazú shopping center where a lot of shops are that we don't have. Sometimes I need material for my laptop, chargers. I get them here and I combine everything. So funny enough, of course, actually not funny enough. Yes, of course, I ask myself, why don't I move here? Because I really enjoy the good roads, the cheap Ubers. Everything is way more cheaper here. It's the truth. And then at a day like this, I'm here for the third day now, and I sleep really well. It's quiet. There's no howler monkey screaming. Funny, it's not a complaint because I love it. That's why I live there. But no, at the third day, more or less, I'm like, yeah, I'm done. Now it's time to go home. And that started now. So I want to share it from Costa Rica Expat, Dutch Costa Rica Expat, to Costa Rica Expat wannabe, or like I said, perhaps you are just planning on coming to Costa Rica, you're finding impressions on YouTube and now you stumble upon all my videos. So yeah, we're running errands. We had there's this Santa Ana city center where there's lots of shops. And I also need more better reading glasses, so I already find a shop where I go next time to have measured a good reading glasses to see how my eyes are doing. So that's what we do here. And I meet up some friends once in a while who are here as well, and then I just go back. And then I'm done, and then I come home, and then my dogs and my cat are just welcoming me, and my husband, of course, and my son. And that's my life as a Costa Rica expat here, and I love it. So it's the choice of getting around in Costa Rica if you know how. So this time I went by public bus because if you watch my previous video, Dirk got a ticket from the Traficos, the traffic police. So our plates are still in Liberia, and our attorney is getting them back for us. However, it allows us it doesn't allow us to drive. I'm not gonna drive without plates, obviously. So flying I didn't dare because with the rainy season and my daughter needed to be assured to be on time for her flight, and I needed to be on time for my dental appointment. So we just took the public bus. It's great, I step up in Kobono. You check in your luggage if you have big luggage like my daughter. The bus goes on the ferry. You don't have to think. You download a Netflix video or do some work if you don't get car sick. I did some Spanish study in the bus, and then we arrived. Don't have to think about anything. In a couple of hours we arrived here, and then we just hop on Ubers, and Ubers are super cheap here to get around, going from A to B, and that's the way to do it. And I'm not sure when I will be coming back, but Dirk will never take the public bus because he gets easily car sick, but I really, really love it. It's about $15 or something, or even less, and you're covered. You don't need to think about driving, so I can definitely recommend that for those who never went to San Jose by bus. Check it out. One of my friends who is an architect, before he had his own car, sometimes he needs to go here for work, and he said, I always take the public bus. It's easy, it's cheap, and I can do some work in the bus. So hopefully you learned something new today, and if you are happy with my video content, you're always welcome to leave a comment below and let me know. Give me your like if you think that I deserve it, and of course share my video with those who can benefit from it. And yeah, with that being said, again, for more information about what it is that I do and teach online, people all over the world, check out the description below. And with that being said, I'm going to make some breakfast, and thank you for watching. Who knows, seeing you in Costa Rica one day.